In this tutorial, we will be talking about line graphs for time series data. Line graphs are useful for showing how data changes over time. It is basically when you're talking about a variable that is changing and fluctuating over the time. As we proceed with time, the data changes. When time is one of the variables, it is always plotted on the horizontal axis of the graph. So basically, time is always found on the x-axis when you are plotting a line graph that discusses the fluctuation of a variable along with time. For example, the temperature at a weather station is recorded at midday every day. Data showing change over time like this is called time series data, since you have data that has been collected over a time series. And you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about as we're going to go through the examples that I'm going to give you right now. Right here, we have this table that shows the days of the week, Mondays through Sundays, and you have the respective temperature on each day recorded midday. As you can see, you have the time on the horizontal axis, and on the vertical axis we have the temperature, which is our variable. And so you can see the line going up and down along with the recorded data. This type of graph is used when you want to show trends over time, when you want to record the highs and the lows, the drops and the ups. So the table below gives the number of teeth extracted at a dentist's surgery each month for a year. You have the months of the year, January through December, and you have the number of teeth extracted with surgery each and every month. And so represent this information on a time series graph. As I've said before, the time is always on the x-axis. It should always be on the horizontal line. And the other variable, and in such case, the number of extracted teeth on the vertical axis. So let us go ahead and put the months of the year on the x-axis. As for the y-axis, we should put the numbers of teeth. Now for the scale, I'm going to use a scale that is suitable for the numbers, which is jumping by 20 as we go up. So we're going to have from 0 to 60. And so for the month of January, we had 54. For February, we had 47. Following that, we had 49 for March, 60 for April, and so on. Once you finish plotting the whole numbers, you need to connect the dots that you have plotted respectively. And so you're going to have to do this, of course, moving from left to right so that you can get the accurate line graph. And so this is basically the line graph that shows the number of teeth extracted at a dentist surgery each month for a year. And so part B says, briefly describe how the number of teeth extracted each month changed over the year. Now, we should say that it has peaked at the month of April, dropped down during August and recorded its low, came back up after August, and then continued to drop down until we have reached the end of the year. This is basically how you describe the trend in a time series line graph. And so basically some keywords that you can use, for example, is peaked, fell off steadily to a low, hit a low on August, then came back and recovered sharply in the autumn, falling again towards the end of the year. These keywords are essential to when it comes to describing a trend in a time series line graph. And so basically, part C says, why might the number of teeth extracted during the month of August? And so this is basically because during the month of August, which is by summer, most of the people are on vacation. And so if people are on vacation, they might not be able to go to a dentist.